Have you ever noticed something strange? You can leave a place, delete the photos, block the numbers, start a new job, even smile in front of everyone, and yet a part of you is still living in the past. Why? Why does your mind keep replaying the same memories, the same conversations, the same mistake, the same question again and again? Here's the truth most people never hear. You are not holding on the past, your mind is holding on the emotions that the past created. That's a huge difference. Psychologists have discovered that the human brain is designed to protect us from emotional pain, but sometimes it does the exact opposite. Instead of helping us move forward, it keeps replaying painful memories, believing that if it understands them one more time, maybe it can finally change the outcome. But the outcome never changes, only the pain repeats. Think about someone who went through a painful breakup. Months later, they are still imagining different endings. What if I had said something different? What if I had stayed? What if they are come back? They are no longer living in reality. They are living inside a story their mind refuses to finish. And this doesn't happen only in relationships. Some people can't let go of failure, others can't let go of betrayal. Some can't forgive themselves for one mistake they made years ago. Different stories, the same prison. This is where the Bhagavad Gita begins to reveal something extraordinary. Before Lord Krishna teaches Arjuna how to fight, he first teaches him why he is unable to move, because the biggest chain are never made of iron. They are made inside the mind, and until those invisible chains are broken, no matter how far you run, your past will keep following you. So, if the past is over, why does it still control your life? Because what you are attached to is often not the person, it is the identity you built around them. Think about it. When someone leaves your life, you don't just lose a relationship, you lose the future you imagined, the conversations you never had, the memories you wanted to create, the version of yourself that existed with them. And suddenly your mind feels like it has lost a part of who you are. This is why letting go feels so painful. Not because your heart is weak, but because your identity became attached to something temporary. Modern psychology calls this identity attachment. When we tie our sense of self to a person, a career, money, or success, losing it feels like losing ourselves. But thousands of years before psychology explained this, the Bhagavad Gita revealed the same truth. On the battlefield, Arjuna was not just afraid of losing his family, he was afraid of losing the identity he had built his entire life. A warrior, a son, a disciple, a protector. His attachment was not only to people, it was to image of who he believes he has. That is why Lord Krishna didn't begin by teaching Arjuna how to fight. He first taught who he truly was. Krishna reminds him, you are not the roles you play. You are not the things you process, you possess. You are not the people who chooses to stay or leave. Your life self is beyond all of them. The moment we forget this, attachment is born, and attachment quietly whispers, you can't be happy without this person. You can't move on after this failure, you will never be complete again. But wisdom says something completely different. Nothing outside of you has the power of complete you, because you were never incomplete to begin with. The more tightly you hold on something temporary, the more it controls your peace. And that is the tragedy of attachment. The prison door is often open, yet we keep holding the chains ourselves. So, how do you actually let go? Not by forcing yourself to forget, not by pretending in it never happened, and not by pushing your emotions deeper inside, because whatever you suppress eventually controls you. Real healing begins the moment you stop fighting your emotions. Most people believe that letting go means losing something, but the truth is, letting go is not losing. It is making space something better. Imagine you are carrying a heavy backpack everywhere you go. At first, you barely notice the weight, but after months or even years, your shoulder begin to ache, your steps become slower, your energy disappears. The strange part, the backpack is no longer heavy because of what's inside. It's heavy because you have carried it for so long. Emotional pain works the same way. The memory is not always what hurts you. It's the constant habit of carrying it. The Bhagavad Gita teaches that suffering begins when we resist reality. We keep saying, this should not have happened, my life was supposed to be different, but reality never changes because we argue it. It only changes when we accept it. Acceptance does not mean approval. It simply means this happened. I cannot change yesterday, but I can choose what I become because of it. That is where freedom begins. Here's something you can practice today. The next time an old memory appears, don't run from it, don't fight it. Simply ask yourself, what is this memory trying to teach me, instead of what is it trying to take from me? That single question changes everything, because pain becomes wisdom the moment you stop treating it like an enemy. Every difficult experience leaves you with two choices: carry the wound or carry the lesson. One makes you weaker, the other makes you wiser. And wise people always choose the lesson. What if I told you the hardest part of letting go is not losing someone, it's accepting that life is asking you to become someone new? Most people spend a year trying to get their old life back, the old relationships, the old job, the old version of themselves, but life never moves backward. It only asks one question: who are you becoming because of this? This is the lesson Lord Krishna wanted Arjuna to understand. The battlefield was never only outside him, it was inside him. The real battle was not against the Kauravas, it was against fear, attachment, and illusion that happiness depended on things that were never meant to stay forever. The same battle exists inside every one of us. Every time we refuse to let go, we stop growing, we stop living in the present, we stop seeing the opportunity that are already waiting in front of us. Imagine trying to drive a car while staring only into the rear view mirror. Sooner or later, you will crash, not because the road ahead was dangerous, but because your eyes never left the past. Life works the same way. The past is meant to teach you, not trap you. So, today, don't ask, why did I lose this? Ask, what if? What is life preparing me for? That one question changes your focus from loss to purpose, from pain to growth, from attachment to freedom. Remember this: the person you are afraid to lose, the dreams you are unable to release, the mistake you will still regret, none of them define future. Your future is defined by what you choose today, because the greatest freedom in life is not holding on to what is gone. It is having the courage to embrace what is coming. And perhaps the moment you finally let go will be the exact moment your real life begins. Thank you.